Now, before we start this, I have to warn you that this person that is about to approach me right now is some sort of witch. I wasn't really sure what type of witch she was, but when she first came by the ministry, she just walked by observing. She seemed to be looking for something, looking maybe for someone. But this is what these people do. They walk around and they're constantly looking for victims. And so when I first saw her the first time, she was just walking around. But she wasn't walking around like I'm walking from one place to another. She was pacing around. And so I was observing that and I realized something's up. Something's a-cooking. Something's afoot. So then she comes back. And this is where things begin. Now, keep your eyes open and focused. Listen to every word that's said. Look at the body language. You're going to see some stuff. If you miss this, then you really need to sit down with yourself and figure out what's wrong. What did you miss? Because if you got eyes to see and ears to hear, you're going to pick up a lot from this conversation. All right, let's roll the footage. Sure you want one this time? Huh? I'm a watchman. I'm just here to warn people that judgment is coming.
Oh, amen. I know that.
Here, take this. This is for you.
So this for them?
Yes. Yeah.
That's cute.
Yeah, see, now you want one.
When? The last day. Oh, how's your thing?
Yes.
I was telling you it's all in my heart.
Oh, that's what you were saying.
Oh, I like how you did it. You did it yourself?
No. Those that gave it to me. Are you a follower of Jesus?
Am I a believer of Jesus?
Follower.
Do I follow him?
A lot of people believe in Jesus, but they don't follow him. Are you a follower of Jesus?
Am I a believer of Jesus?
Follower.
Do I follow him?
A lot of people believe in Jesus, but they don't follow him.
You have to follow the word. Believe in your heart. Hear it.
When Jesus looks at your life, who does he see? You or him?
You see me?
Are you a follower of Jesus?
Am I a believer of Jesus?
Follower.
Do I follow him?
A lot of people believe in Jesus, but they don't follow him.
You have to follow the word. Believe in your heart. Hear it.
When Jesus looks at your life, who does he see? You or him?
You see me?
Now, did you hear what she said? I said, when God looks at you, who does he see? And she said, oh, he see me. No, that's the wrong answer. You're never supposed to, that's never. God is never supposed to see you. Because if he see you, then we're going back to that book of Isaiah where it says our righteousness is as dirty rags. When God looks at you, he's supposed to see Jesus. When people come up to you, they're supposed to see Jesus, even if it's just 20% of Jesus, 30% of Jesus, 75% of Jesus. They're still supposed to see Jesus. I have had people come up to me, least any man should boast. I have had people come up to me and they have said, I see Jesus in you. So when people see you, they're supposed to see Jesus. That's why we're called Christians. We are little Christ. We're not Christ. We're not gods. But we are to be what? Imitators. We are supposed to imitate who Christ is. Mimic it. But we're supposed to live it. And so when I ask this question, these are test questions I'm asking. I'm not asking to fill her. I already know who I'm talking to. You hear me? I already know who I'm talking to. I'm testing this spirit to see what type of spirit it is so I'll know how to proceed forward in this spiritual battle. It was red flags all the way from the beginning. I asked her, do you follow Christ? And she's like, do I follow Christ? Like, I guess. When people act like this, you know you got a problem. Are you a follower of Jesus?
Am I a believer of Jesus?
Follower.
Do I follow him?
A lot of people believe in Jesus, but they don't follow him.
You have to follow the word. Believe in your heart. Hear it.
When Jesus looks at your life, who does he see? You or him?
You see me?
He see you.
You see him as well.
Okay.
Because he made me in his image.
God made you.
In his image.
Yes. And Jesus is God. That's right. It goes full circle.
And from point to point.
Yeah. So the question would be, are you living unto Christ? Like every day that you wake up, you say, what can I do for Jesus?
More like him.
Be more like him. That's
More
right.
personal.
So let me stop the tape and say a little bit more. When people come up to you, they'll tell you all the one you hear. They'll tell you all the right answers. They'll pass all the tests. But you see, the thing is, we're not looking at the response that we get. We're looking at the spirit. Someone who says, I'm a follower of Christ, but they're a witch or they're a warlock, their spirit is not going to match Christ. And that's what I look at. I look at their spirit because they can't hide that. If you have discernment, the gift of discernment, and you're able to discern on the highest levels, no matter what a person does, no matter what they say, they cannot hide the spirit that is inside of them. Just like I'm able to discern there's another Christian, this is another follower of Christ. I'm able to discern that because I'm able to see the Holy Spirit inside of them. With these type of people, they think that by giving the right answers, or they've rehearsed this and they have known what to say, they think, oh, well, I'm just going to tell him that I want to be more like Christ. And I want to be, but still, you got that spirit inside of you. I'm able to see it. I'm able to know you're lying to me. You're lying. You are a liar. You're not following Christ. And then that's when we have to put him on the spot, and we have to do it in love, though, because we don't want people to just run away and be like, oh, he crucified me. Because remember, this is a search and rescue mission. Now, I already know this woman she's already flunked the test. So I'm at the point of just, it's done. But we're still talking because there's still a turnaround that can be made when you further plant the seed inside of them. Let's roll the footage. So the question would be, are you living unto Christ? Like every day that you wake up, you say, what can I do for Jesus?
More like him.
Be more like him. That's
More
right.
personal. I was supposed to go to service this morning. I wasn't feeling good at all. I read my word.
I had to stand up. She was getting too close to me. It's like she kept moving closer and closer and closer to me. And I'm like, oh, yo, what you doing? Like, so I get up out of my chair because I'm like, you getting too close. I don't like that.
I was supposed to go to service this morning. I wasn't feeling good at all. I read my word. I got back up.
Okay.
And I
So,
said, you know what? I need some fresh air.
yeah, you need fresh air. So you feel better now?
A little.
Did you ask Jesus to heal you?
I can't tell you what I prayed for. That's between him and I.
I'm a comrade in the battlefield. You can.
Well, you pray for me.
Well, you're supposed to test the spirit to see that it is of God, and once it comes back that it is of God, then you'll know like this person is a follower of Christ, and I can entrust myself to that person. But we're all fallen into sin by the flesh, the fleshly nature, but we're in our sanctification process. So once I wake up in the morning, because going to church doesn't save anybody. It's a house of worship. It's where I worship God at. I worship God everywhere. It's the not forsaking the gathering
I read
together.
my word.
Yes, you read your word today. That's right. That's all that matters. What's your name?
Ayana.
Ayana? I'm Yokas. Yokas.
Yokins.
Yokas.
Yokas, like the flower. Not Yokas, but
Yeah, like the yolk of an egg, and then
Yes.
kiss, like you kissing someone. Yo kiss.
hibiscus.
Yo kiss, yes.
Hibiscus.
Okay, first confirmation. We're dealing with that right there. See, I told you, watch the body language, because there was something that was trying to speak in her from inside of her, and it knows I'm paying attention. I'm like, oh my goodness. These spirits are smart. They know I am highly observing her body language. They're not stupid. So when I saw that, I was like, oh, that's the dead giveaway right there. Another red flag.
Hibiscus, 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 hibiscus.
No, Yocus.
Yocus, hibiscus, the end of it. Hibiscus. Yocus.
How did you find Jesus?
What do you mean, how did I?
You was in the world and you did not know Christ, and then what happened?
So when I asked her that question, she takes a few steps back. They're baby steps. And this is because she's being exposed through questions. She knows she's on uncharted territory. And now it's like a fight or flight mentality is taking effect now. And you're starting to see it manifest as more questions are being asked. And there's going to come a point in this video where some pride and boastfulness is going to come forth. Some boldness is going to come forth. And that's a different technique to show strength, some sort of strength. And so you see also her hands are coupled. So this is a gated person, very gated, very privatized, trying to hide their movements, very settled. That's what you're seeing. That's why the hands are coupled and like that, and they're cradled, trying to find that safe space, because when people are under investigation and they know it, they're going to try to find some sort of soothing. It's called self-soothing. So it keeps the body functions to a minimum. So there's more to hide. And this person is hiding a lot. They're hiding a lot.
You want my testimony?
You got a testimony. That's what the enemy's attacking you for, right? The enemy's attacking you because you have a testimony. As long as you have a testimony on the breath of your lips, as long as you proclaim Jesus.
I was raised in the Word.
You was okay. You was raised in the Word.
Born into the Word.
Meaning, you were raised in the church.
Born into the Word.
Born into the Word. That doesn't make sense.
I was born into the church.
Now, if you're still watching and you still haven't figured out what's going on, I don't know what to tell you. Because first she says, born into the Word. And then when that didn't suffice, now we're going to go back to born into the church. One of the questions I asked, I didn't get an answer. I just got born into the Word. So you see how it's flip-flopping back and forth. Ladies and gentlemen, this is a battle, okay? This is a battle. It's for your soul. Satan is not taking any prisoners. He is seeking to distill, kill, and destroy you. And a lot of people do not know how serious this really is. This person is being used. Like I told you before, a search and rescue mission.
Yeah, you was raised in the church just like I was. I was raised in the church and I fell away.
How old were you when you fell away?
I was a teenager. I got baptized at the age of 12.
And which type of church?
Pentecostal.
And as you got older, you went back to what church?
So now what she's doing is she's gathering up information. And this is why I tell the other comrades on the battlefield, you got to be careful who you talk to, and you got to be careful what you tell them. I told her some information, but not everything. She doesn't have enough information to do anything, but she's gathering up information. So now we know why she approached me. And as she was walking through the area, we understand what she was doing. She was looking for somebody to get. So now she's gathering up information. You see, in the course of this conversation, she's going to end up walking away, and she's going to walk away because she can't get anywhere. She can't get anything. And that's usually what they'll do.
And as you got older, you went back to what church? What type of church?
As I got older, the Lord discipled me. I didn't go back to the church, but at one point in time, as a watchman, I returned to the church to warn that very same church because the church that I was in fell away.
What do you mean you're a watchman?
Well, God called me to be a watchman. That is my calling. A watchman is like Ezekiel. You ever read Ezekiel?
Yes.
So you see what Ezekiel did in chapter 18 and chapter 33. Mainly chapter 33. Do you know what a watchman does? A watchman is not a pastor, and a watchman is not a regular Christian.
So
It's a unique,
explain to me what you are.
Yeah, it's a unique office. It's not an evangelist or anything like that.
So were you in the Army, Navy?
No, the church is in the military. I never served in the military. I'm in a different military.
What military? You just a combat?
I'm in the Soldiers for Christ. This is real.
Okay.
This is real. See this? These people have no idea what their eternity
I'm
is.
in the Army now. I'm not being funny.
No, I'm whether you have a right to do whatever you want.
Correct.
I just know what I've been through, and I didn't earn this. It was given to me. All I did was say yes. God called me to be a
He
watchman.
blessed you.
Yeah, he trained me. 2.5 years. I had to learn a lot.
So you had your opportunity and you...
Yeah, I've been arrested for preaching the gospel. Almost got killed for preaching the gospel.
Wow.
Yeah.
Where were you when you got arrested?
In New Jersey. Yeah. I even seen people get killed for preaching. Within the last 5 years, there's been people that have been killed in the United States for doing this. They've lost their lives.
So do you do this often?
Full time.
Are you married?
Am I married? That is a good question.
You have children?
Am I married?
Yes.
Yes.
You have children? That's not answering.
That's personal. Whether I have children or not. That's the personal side. I have brothers, sisters. You know, that's my personal life. I'm Christ-like, personal and business. You know. But to speak about my personal,
Why does it not have your name on it?
because it doesn't represent me, it represents Christ. See, to put my name on there it will be taken away from Christ. It will be taken away from
But
him.
you're doing, this is your job. You're doing your part.
Yeah. So to put my name on here will be taking away from the work
Focus.
of Christ. Oh, you wanted to see the ID? Yeah.
What's your nationality? What, did they die at birth?
I don't know.
You was just born.
I was born.
Have a good day, mister.
God bless you.
So as you can see, she knew I wasn't giving up information. She was trying and she kept trying. And then when she realized I'm not going to get anywhere with him and the information he's giving me is running me in circles, I'm just going to leave. And that's what happens. And so this is why it's really important. You got to be careful while you're on the battlefield, because not everybody that approaches you is coming in your best interest.